and sisters, good night. Good night, St. Lucia. Mama Ile Baba Swe. My brothers, my sisters, tonight is a grand night. It is a special night. And I want to see Labour Party people put your hand up in the air tonight. Tonight is a special night. Tonight we speak to the people of St. Lucia. And tonight we talk about how we are going to make our country better together. Tonight is our night. Tonight is St. Lucia's night. And my brothers and sisters, we begin our proceedings immediately. Join me in welcoming a man who needs no introduction, our beloved leader, our Prime Minister, our candidate for Beaufort South. Raise your hands, make some noise for the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, the Honorable Dr. Kennedy Anthony. I want you to make some noise tonight. Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony, the man who is going to take St. Lucia through to the next 5 years. We voting for Kenny. Let me hear you, Kenny. Let me hear you for Kenny. We moving right along, and I introduce the Deputy Prime Minister of St. Lucia, the champion of Castries East, Brother Philip J. Pierre. Make some noise. Make some noise for the Deputy Prime Minister, the champion of Castries East, the Honorable Philip Joseph Pierre. That's the man from the East. I go all the way to Labrie, Labowie. Labrie tonight, we welcome the champion from Labrie, the Honorable Alva Baptiste. And we welcome tonight, I want you to give a special, rousing welcome to the man from Miku South, our candidate, Gibeon Ferdinand. That's right, the man from Miku South. We're moving right along, and I want to introduce the man from this constituency, the champion of this constituency, the man for Castries Central, the next member of Parliament for Castries Central, the Honorable Stanley Felix. And tonight, the men don't talk. They normally papale. Only the ladies right now, make some noise and welcome Sister Alvina Reynolds. Babano. Welcome Sister Alvina Reynolds from Babano. And we're moving right along. We're mixing things up tonight. And I want to welcome one of our new candidates, the champion. He's always ready. Castries South, I welcome Dr. Ernest Hilaire. Dr. Hilaire, Castries South, where are you? Dr. Ernest Hilaire. Dr. Hilaire. And my next member of Parliament for Castries Southeast, it is my pride, my pleasure, my joy to introduce Brother Joachim Henry, the next member of Parliament for Castries Southeast. That's right. Give me some music, DJ. That's the man for Castries Southeast. That's him. And the next champion. Lost Flowey, Kanawi, Koye. My brothers, my sisters, that's the man, Brother Victrin, John Victrin, and Slurry Canaries, Champion. C'est nom là, Papale. I don't want the men to talk. The ladies, ladies, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Because the powerhouse, Sister Emma Hippolyte, the lady for Groselay, the champion for Groselay. Sister Emma Hippolyte. And I want to welcome my friend, my special friend. It is one of my favorite places in St. Lucia. I love that place. It is called Soufriere. Brother Dalso, Brother Harold Dalso, Soufriere Posse Jacques, you in the house? Brother Dalso. And there's a man. He's a giant. I come right back to Castries North. Brother John Chalry. Brother John Chalry, Castries North. These are your candidates, the men and women to work with you. And I go to a little village, called Denry South. Brother Jerome Gideon, he is in the house. A small package, a mighty man. Brother Jerome Gideon, that's the man for Denry South. And then there is a gentleman from Miku North. His name is Herbert Rosary. You join me and you welcome him. Raise your flags and welcome him. Welcome him. Now if you're not young, Papale, only if you're young you can make noise. That's the man from Denry North. That's the champion from Denry North. And his name is Sean Edwards. Denry North is in the house. That's our champion from Denry North. And we're moving right along. And there's a special man from the unbeatable, the untouchable, Vieux-Fort North. Brother Moses, Musa, Jean-Baptiste. Make some noise. That's Musa for you. And then there's a good-looking guy, and he's from the most beautiful part of St. Lucia, so some say. And his name is Lon Theophilus. I want you to make some noise and welcome Lon Theophilus. That's the man. My brothers, my sisters. Team labor. Take it down, Mr. DJ. Take it down, Mr. DJ. My brothers, my sisters. Good night, St. Lucia. Tonight is a different night. Tonight is a special night. We started with rain, and we thank the Almighty for the rain. I invite you to adopt a posture of reverence for a few seconds so we can acknowledge the presence of the Almighty God. And if you believe that there is a man above, raise your hands tonight as we pay our respects. Bow your heads with me and we pray together. I pray on behalf of all of us. Almighty Father, great God of heaven and earth, tonight we, the people of St. Lucia, we come humbly before you. We say to you that we want to keep our country in safe hands. We ask you, dear Lord, to guide the proceedings of tonight. We thank you, dear Father, for the rain, for the blessings. We thank you for taking us here safely. Tonight, we thank you for our Prime Minister. We thank you for the candidates of the St. Lucia Labour Party. But tonight, dear Lord, we thank you for the opportunity and the privilege to live in a democratic country where we can exercise our rights. We thank you for what we have achieved. We thank you for the stability of our country. We thank thank you for the progress that we have made. And we thank you, dear God, that you have given St. Lucia a party like the St. Lucia Labour Party with a clear vision and a path forward for the people of St. Lucia. So tonight, dear Lord, I commend the proceedings into your hands. We thank you even before it has been a success. We pray for its success. We pray for a blessing on the team who will deliver tonight. We pray for those who are watching at home. Let us think carefully and allow, dear God, this country to make a decision for the betterment of our country. We pray. We thank you, dear Father, in Jesus' name. Amen. We thank you. Mama Eleba. Please be seated. Our parliamentarians, tonight they have hard work to do, so you can assist Poati Mama. My brothers, my sisters, I thank you for coming out in the rain. Tonight, I welcome everyone who is here on the market steps. I welcome you on Jean-Baptiste Street, a place familiar to us. We have been here many a time, but whenever we come here, it's serious business. And tonight, we are about the business of our country. I invite you to join us. Those of you who are listening in your homes, you are listening tonight, you can join us on HTS. You can join us on Choice. We are streaming live on slptv.com. And you can join us tonight. I want you to tell your neighbor, tell your friend, because we have a message to share with you. We have a plan to continue building our country together. And tonight, my brothers and sisters, it is my distinct privilege. It is my pleasure. I take great pride in introducing the presenter for tonight. He is a son of St. Lucia, first and foremost. He is from the city of Castries. He is a young man in whom all of us are well pleased. He is the formidable Minister for Sustainable Development, Science, Technology, Public Service, Information, and Broadcasting. But more than that, he has been a champion for the cause of moving our country forward over the last 4 years. I want to tell you that there is a man, his name is Dr. James Fletcher, and tonight he is no ordinary man. He is the type of person that you will find on the platform of the St. Lucia Labour Party. But importantly, he is the type of man who is part of the team and mindset to move this country forward in the right direction. Tonight, he is not just a representative of St. Lucia. He is not just a representative of the Caribbean. Tonight, he is one of the outstanding ministers in the globe who serves and has been a champion for climate change. Tonight, he stands tall as one of 7 ministers in the globe who was chosen by the globe. And when I tell you the globe, I mean the world. Put your hands together. Raise your red flags. St. Lucia, tonight, I give to you the presenter of our manifesto. We are working together to build our country together. And Dr. James Jimmy Fletcher will take us through tonight. Raise your red flags as we start the proceedings. Thank you. Good night. We love you, St. Lucia. Stay with us this evening.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Zot Boswe. Okay, before we do anything else, there is one thing that we have to do, and that is to stand at attention for the national anthem. So please join me as we honor our country. Thank you. Now let's try that again because I don't like the good night you all gave me a while ago. So let's try it one more time. Good night. Bonsoir. Good. It is a very, very good night tonight. Now, we had some rain early on, but I do not want you to be vexed about the rain because you see, for me, rain is special. You know why rain is special? Because the Prime Minister, when he was choosing his cabinet, decided to do nothing better than to give me the portfolio of water. And you know we're in the dry season, and every time around this time of year, I have headache, I have anxiety, I have everything because I'm worried about the drought. So anytime I see rain, even if it's on the night that we're launching our manifesto, I am happy. So are we happy for the rain? That's good, that's good. Now we're already starting late, so I'm not going to take any more of your time. But I want to do one thing and make an admission to tell you something about the St. Lucia Labour Party government that is a little embarrassing for me. Because there's one thing that this government does not do well, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a while. Anybody knows what this government does not do well? This government does not do a good job of telling us the things that it has been doing for the people of St. Lucia. When we were preparing this manifesto, and when we were preparing for tonight, and we went through the achievements part of the manifesto, and we saw the number of things that this government has been able to do over 4.5 years. Even the Prime Minister said to me, Jimmy, I did not know we had done so many things. We have done a lot in 4.5 years, and I dare you to find any other 4.5 years in the history of this country when any government has done so much with so little. But do not take my word for it. Listen to the two presenters who will be coming up next, Sister Alvina Reynolds and Brother Joachim Henry, who will tell you what this government has achieved over the last 4.5 years. And when I come back to the podium, I will ask you the question again, have we done a good job of telling you what we have done? And I want you to answer me, okay? Good. So, Sister Alvina Reynolds and Brother Joachim Henry will go through the achievements of your St. Lucia Labour Party government since we came into office in 2011 until this time. Give me a loud round of applause for Sister Reynolds and Brother Henry.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Mamaileba, bonsoir.
Good evening, brothers and sisters of labor. Good evening. Welcome to our 2016 Manifesto launch.
The choice in this election is clear.
It is between an opposition party that failed miserably when it was last in government and did not implement any of its promises.
And the St. Lucia Labour Party, with a proud record of keeping all of its promises.
A round of applause for the St. Lucia Labour Party. We were able to have unemployment down to 20%, the lowest level in 6 years.
$100 million spent on job creation.
Over 5,220 new persons were employed in the fourth quarter of 2015.
And our manufacturing sector is growing, and it grew by 13.7% in 2015.
The construction sector has recovered. It expanded by 7.4% last year.
Labour Party people, the economy is growing again.
Let's hear it for the economy for St. Lucia and the Labour Party. Visitor arrivals continue to increase. they surpassed 1 million for the first time last year.
We increased eliff from major source markets without large revenue guarantees.
Capella, Marigot Bay, and Dive Center at Rodney Bay were opened.
Continue this one.
Harbor Club Hotel is under construction. Royalton Hotel, under construction.
We saved the banana industry from the black Sikatoka.
We increased sales of local produce to supermarkets and hotels.
There was major expansion of the cocoa and coconut and coffee production.
We built new jetties in Poilin and Savans Bay.
Foreign direct investment flowing once again, labor people.
New Courts megastore being built.
Diana Mall completed.
Caribbean Grains Flour Mill was established in the town of Beaufort.
And we are still here to report to you that $500 bursary to parents of children passing common entrance.
Let's hear it for the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance, for the St. Lucia Labour Party government. And we were able to provide to teachers the $600 annual teaching supplies grant to all teachers of St. Lucia.
And let me tell you, we have been criticized for it, but we are happy to report that Forms 3, 4, and 5 given laptop computers.
We are very proud to report that the public assistance increased by a whopping 100%.
New monthly stipend of $200 to parents of special needs children.
Single Mothers Empowerment Program, SMILES, was established. That's under a Labour Party government.
We supported our senior citizens through the home help for the elderly program.
Do we have any home caregivers in the house? The January hospital was completely rehabilitated. Mama Denry North, Mama Denry South.
And for the Soufre Hospital was fully refurbished. Soufre people, are you there?
The Laguerre Wellness Center was constructed. Mama Baba, no!
162 scholarships given for specialized training in health services.
Amnesty for persons with outstanding bills at Victoria Hospital and St. Jude Hospital.
Moshi and Mocha housing project completed.
We repaired the Hurricane Thomas damage at the Badalay.
21 bridges built or rehabilitated.
Let's hear it for the Minister of Infrastructure, Honorable Philip J. Pierre. The Sulphur Springs Road was restored. Infrastructure and finance.
Marshall River Bank Stabilized Program on the way. Let me tell you, Marshall people are proud because we are in the river making it more secured for them.
Major roads were repaired or rehabilitated all around St. Lucia.
We saved the UNESCO World Heritage status of our pitons.
Here comes the rain. We saved Wasco from bankruptcy. Thank you very much, my brothers.
We secured funding for the Dennery Water Supply Improvement Project.
The government of St. Lucia, your Labour Party government, we secured funding for new water supply system for Vieux-Fort and Labrie. Mama Vieux-Fort, Mama Labrie.
Castries City now supplied with water 24 hours a day.
Castries people, we established flood early warning systems in Ancillary, Canaries, and Marshall. Mama Leslaway, Mama Canaries.
We are reducing our dependence on fossil fuel. Solar PV panels installed on government buildings, reducing their monthly electricity bill. Big up for our minister responsible for energy.
And we come into the business of sports, where there's no competition. The St. Lucia Labour Party government, we rehabilitated over 12 sports facilities. Big up to Minister Sean Edward.
We install lights on 5 sporting facilities.
We built 3 new multi-purpose courts.
We install vehicle monitoring system and tracking system on all government vehicles. Accountability is important.
And finally, for tonight, just for tonight, Lani plea, but just for tonight, new ICT centers established in Soufrière, Ancillary,
Canaries,
Vieux-Fort,
Gara,
Moshi,
and Mikud.
Big up your government, no other than the St. Lucia
Labour Party
government. Hep hep!
Hooray!
Hep hep!
Hooray!
Hep hep!
Hooray!
Thank you, brothers and sisters
Thank you,
of
my
Labour.
brothers and sisters.
Ladies and gentlemen, so tell me, did you know of all these things that we have done? Did you know of all these things? I did not think so. Not even I had realized that we had done so much. Now it is raining, so again, we will keep things moving. I want to thank you for staying with us in the rain because I know this is important for you. You want to know how we will govern the country for the next 5 years. And for this, I now want to call on our Prime Minister to do what all 2021. Prime Minister Anthony, show them what they have all come here to see. Where is the man?
the taller I become. The farther you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away. No matter, 'cause there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. Thought that my pride was gone, oh no. There's something inside so strong, oh, oh, oh. Something inside so strong. You refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho, your lies will come tumbling. Deny my place in time, you squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you, because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone, oh no. There's something inside so strong, oh, oh, oh. Something inside so strong.
Kenanomics? What is Kenanomics?
Kenanomics? Kenanomics means new investments in hotels, St. James Club, Capella, Freedom Bay, and now Smugglers. It means strategic investments in agriculture, education, and sustainable energy. Kenanomics means a record performance in tourism, increased visitor arrivals, stayover passengers, in yachting, ferry passengers, and cruise ship visitors. Kenanomics means cruise ship employment program. It means thousands employed through NICE. It means NICE programs expanding with 27 million in foreign aid. Kenanomics means regaining the trust and confidence of the international community, with over 13 million towards the water project in Dennery, 12 million for the new aquatic center, another 13 million for St. Jude's. It means securing the largest World Bank loan for St. Lucia ever. Kenanomics means 150 million for the shock to Grosile Highway and another 38 million for the roads in the south. Kenanomics means working to reduce the deficit to 5.8% of GDP and bringing it even lower to 3.4%. Kenanomics, the courage to make the difficult decisions that have put St. Lucia back on the path to prosperity.
You can see it. The UWP has only one strategy: attack Kenny, insult Kenny, blame Kenny. They will do it again tomorrow, every day. Relentlessly they attack. If somebody bursts their toe, it's Kenny. They have no plans. They offer no hope, no vision. Just attack Kenny. But when they themselves need true leadership, who they depend on?
I depend on you.
Kenny.
No, I need your advice, not his.
Kenny. For those too young to know what is morning shift and afternoon shift, universal secondary education, Kenny Anthony, who took the West Coast Road out of the Dark Ages and built a modern highway in the Southwest. Kenny, who increased the bursaries for the poor. Kenny, who is the one building and rebuilding our hospitals. Kenny, who fixed up the bodily ill. Kenny, implemented bursaries for the disabled. Kenny, cruise ship employment program. Kenny, over 6,000 jobs through NICE. Kenny, diversification in agriculture with cocoa and coffee. Kenny, who's still protecting our bananas. Kenny, computer labs all over this country. Miko, Fiefo, Soufre, Marshall. Kenny, new administrative complex. Kenny, scholarships. Kenny, lighting playing fields. Kenny, rebuilding schools. Kenny, home health care for the elderly. Kenny, bursaries for school books. Kenny, Stabilizing the economy? Kenny. Rebuilding investor confidence? Kenny. New hotels? Kenny. And when the world, not just the Caribbean, but the world, needed a champion on climate change, who was the champion from St. Lucia? Kenny. From 16 to 65, Kenny Anthony has been a dedicated leader in this country. Kenny D. Anthony. Phenomenal.
Personne pas dit qu'il était aisé. Pays ça là était dans une mauvaise situation. Une situation qui a affecté un chaque monde, jic toujours. Nous t'es dans un grand tout. L'argent flambeau te gaspillé. Il était pour sortir en côté, hein. Il sorti en poche nous. Mais pour mener pays à vivre,
Anthony de Santa Lucia.
C'est pour ça que Kenny Anthony a dans tout pays pour parler puis moun qui ça aide nous. Philippe G. Pierre a continué à ranger tout chemin. Et Marie-Hippolyte a continué à travailler ensemble et puis en business. L'autre a levé tourisme. Sean a travaillé web en développement sport. C'est pour ça qu'elle va te ramasser plus l'argent pour sauf nous là. Parce que tout l'argent flambeau te joint pour Cyclone Thomas. C'est pour ça Robert Chris a présenté scholarship après scholarship. Et Tim les bac a continué à travailler web. Bagay peut pas encore tellement bon, mais nous savons payer nous à une bonne direction. Ou qui? Ou la petite ou? Et tout Saint-Lucien qui a fait sacrifice. Pour qui Saint-Lucie a progressé encore.
You really think they don't see it? You think they don't know just how many people are in hardship? You think there isn't a minister or an MP who doesn't know of a fellow St. Lucian, someone's family, friends, or fellow citizen in a difficult situation? That's what compelled them to serve in the first place. There is no way to ignore people that you see and meet every day. These are our people. This is our island, our home. This Labour government has been with the people through thick and thin. And even knowing how bad the last UWP government left us.
Now, let us ask the Prime Minister, the Honorable Kenny Davis Anthony, to come and show you what your manifesto looks like and to hand out copies to his excellent team of candidates. Prime Minister.
And it is here, our 2016 manifesto. And the title on the front page, Making Our Country Better Together. And here we have it. All of us on the map of St. Lucia, a party together, a government together, for this special land and special country of ours, St. Lucia. And now I will hand every candidate a manifesto as a symbol of this contract between them and you, the people of St. Lucia. Between them as representatives and their constituencies. And between them who will form our next government. The Flambeaux say, yo père, moi dis yo ped.
gentlemen, let's hear it for your team. And I want to invite them, now that they have their manifesto, to come and stand in the front to show you team labor with their manifestos.
Jobs. 325 persons employed in the home healthcare for the elderly program. 151 people employed under the farm labor support program. 98 persons employed as assistants to the principals in infant and primary schools island-wide. 74 people have also been engaged as information systems IT assistants at schools around the country. 18 environmental health officers, 85 sports facilities maintenance officers. Under the National Performance Program, 935 musicians, poets, singers, dancers, and models have been employed in communities and at national events. 33 coaches employed under the Community Coaching Program. We have created jobs for assistant social workers, maintenance technicians, health aides, and data entry clerks who have helped to revolutionize the speed of the registry. 1,500 persons have benefited from short-term employment initiatives. jobs. Over 54 people have been employed in over 17 businesses through private sector partnership employment programs. Through the cruise ship employment program, 400 plus nationals have secured employment. And as we speak, 1,500 St. Lucians from all walks of life are participating in training, of which 910 are at a technical vocational level. Over 6,000 jobs and employment opportunities have been created through this government.
Good night. Good night. Good night, Labour Party people. Good night, St. Lucia. No government has done more for youth and sports and education than a St. Lucia Labour Party government. And it is based on a simple understanding that a prosperous nation needs an educated workforce. The St. Lucia Labour Party government has already guaranteed a place for every child in a secondary school. And whilst we are reviewing the universal secondary school system, we've recognized that the time has come to continue the education revolution and ensure that every child in St. Lucia starts off with the right footing. Therefore, in the next SLP term of government, every single child in St. Lucia will be offered a place in preschool. We recognize that a major challenge facing parents with children at secondary school is the cost of CXC subjects. The SLP government has already provided bursaries of $500 for every new entrant. The SLP government is also providing free laptops to children in secondary school. But as a government, we recognize the difficulties faced by parents to meet the cost of CXC subjects. And therefore, in the next SLP government term, we will assist parents to meet the cost of all CXC subjects. The practice of punishing students with physical action is now discredited and must become a thing of the past. Therefore, in the SLP term of government will abolish corporal punishment in all schools in St. Lucia. Too many parents dream of their children becoming lawyers, doctors, engineers, and other professionals of their choice. Too many young people in this country aspire for a university education, but they feel the pain of not having the funding to do so. The Labour Party has heard the cry of the parents and the young people of this country, and we will act to continue the revolution in education. Therefore, in the next SLP term of government, $15 million will be put in a tertiary education fund to provide scholarships to deserving students. The National Youth Council was formed in 1985 and was first recognized by the Labour Party government in 1997. It is time to strengthen the programs to support youth development and create new avenues for youth endeavor initiative. Therefore, in the next SLP term, this government, when re-elected, will establish a national youth service for our young people. We must be serious about giving youth a chance to determine their destiny and have a meaningful role in decision-making at all levels of this country. Therefore, in the next SLP term, government will ensure that every constituency council has an elected youth representative to reflect the views of young people. Today's world is a technologically driven world. Our youth must learn to compete with all youth from all over the world. Laptops are already given to secondary school students, and they're starting to revolutionize their technological capabilities. We must take it further and provide more training for our youth. Therefore, in the next SLP term, government will provide free training to all young people in mobile app development and all other necessary IT skills. We need a new generation of entrepreneurs in St. Lucia who will compete and survive in the new international business environment. New attitudes, new skills, new thinking must be nurtured from early if we are to succeed. Our youth have said that they are ready for the challenge. Therefore, in the next SLP term, government will provide grant funding for IT business development for young people. The construction of the National Stadium was the first step in developing an international facility which caters to the holistic sporting development of our youth and to serve as a sports tourism facility. However, the use of the stadium as a hospital has destroyed that dream of so many sports persons. With the opening of the new St. Jude's Hospital, the hope and wish of our youth will be respected. Therefore, in the next SLP term, government will restore the George Odlum Stadium and convert it into a modern national sports center. Our swimmers are some of our brightest sporting sparks. They deserve an international swimming facility, which was already started by this government. Therefore, in the next SLP term, government will complete the construction of the National Swimming Center. Finally, each year government offers scholarships for the best academic performance of any student to further their study. It is a major statement of our confidence in our youth. Sports should be no different. Our best student athlete should be equally honored. Therefore, in the next SLP term, government will offer at least one sports scholarship every year. The revolution in education, youth and sports started in 1997 under the SLP. It must be advanced. It must be furthered. And therefore, those commitments we have made is a statement of our respect for education, youth and sports. It is why you must vote the St. Lucia Labour Party on June 6, 2016. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ernest Hilaire. Let's hear it for the education, youth and sports policies of the St. Lucia Labour Party. Let's hear it for the education, youth and sports policies of the St. Lucia Labour Party. And now we move on to the health sector, and we will ask someone who for a long time in this country headed our National Insurance Corporation, someone who understands the issues that people face with healthcare, someone who was very instrumental in doing a lot of the early work for universal healthcare, which should have been further by now, but we know what happened between 2006 and 2011. We are going to ask Sister Emma Hippolyte to come to the stage and tell us the plans of the Labour Party for the health sector. Let's hear it for Sister Emma Hippolyte.
Lucky 7, hey. Lucky 7, hey. Lucky 7, what a lucky 7. Lucky 7, hey. Lucky 7, hey. Lucky 7, I be from heaven. Emma, Auntie Emma, walking away for Rosie Lane. Emma, Auntie Emma, she does her best and nothing less. Yes, she is so sincere. That's why we voted. She's calling, she will be there. Emma, we voted. She will listen to you. That's why we voted. And what she can, she will do. Emma, we voted.
Good night, St. Lucia. The St. Lucia Labour Party government has always placed great importance on healthcare, and we commit to continue placing priority on healthcare. Therefore, in our next term, we will strive to provide first-class healthcare to you, our people. We will implement universal health care. We will open and operate St. Jude's Hospital by the end of this year. We will operate the Owen King EU Hospital as the best hospital in the Eastern Caribbean. we will develop St. Lucia as an international center for medical research in diabetes. Within the first 6 months of getting into office, we will establish a commission to make recommendations to the government on the decriminalization and use of marijuana. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you must vote the St. Lucia Labour Party on 6 June. Pep St. Lucie, gouvernement étoile là toujours mettait importance à sous affaires santé pays. Alors, les ou vote nous pour un lot tome. Nous caillou comme ça, nous caillou continuer et puis travailler pour baou en santé internationale. Nous caillou assurer qui universal health care caillou venir en place les salaires. Nous caillou opérer et puis ouvert St. Jude's. Bon finissement l'année salaire. Nous avons opéré l'hôpital Owen King EU Hospital là, complément l'hôpital en Caraïbes là. Nous avons développé St. Lucie qu'on en place pour recherche médicale pour tout le monde qui Pissadou. Et puis en 6 mois, nous avons entré en office. Nous avons établi un comité qui a des recommandations pour le gouvernement pour faire marijuana en manière nous avons servi marijuana en St. Lucie. Les fois excès, pour ces raisons, moi, je veux voter St. Lucia Labour Party là où vini élection salaire. Merci et bonsoir.
Yo, anti-Emma for Brazil, Labour Party. Somebody say Tikwa, somebody say Tikwa, Tikwa, somebody say Tikwa, somebody say Tikwa, Tikwa. We voting anti-Emma, we voting anti-Emma, we voting anti-Emma, cause anti-Emma better. We voting anti-Emma, we voting anti-Emma, we voting anti-Emma, cause anti-Emma better.
Bounce. The song is calling on you all to bounce, and everybody's saying one place. Bounce! That's it, bounce!
She is not a hypocrite. Everybody in Brazil, anti-Emma, anti-Emma. Can't let the future go astray. Anti-Emma, anti-Emma. That's why we go big. Yo, anti-Emma for Brazil, Labour Party. Somebody say Tikwa, somebody say Tikwa, Tikwa, somebody say 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 Tikwa, Tikwa. We voting anti-Emma, we voting anti-Emma, we voting anti-Emma, cause anti-Emma better. We voting anti-Emma, we voting anti-Emma, we voting anti-Emma, cause anti-Emma better. Emma, people, no surrender.
You can see it. The UWP has only one strategy: attack Kenny, insult Kenny, blame Kenny. They will do it again tomorrow, every day. Relentlessly they attack. If somebody bursts their toe, it's Kenny, Kenny, Kenny. They have no plans. They offer no hope, no vision. Just attack Kenny. But when they themselves need true leadership, who they depend on?
I depend on you.
Kenny.
No, I need your advice, not his.
Kenny. For those too young to know what is morning shift and afternoon shift, universal secondary education, Kenny Anthony, who took the West Coast Road out of the Dark Ages and built a modern highway in the Southwest. Kenny, who increased the bursaries for the poor. Kenny, who is the one building and rebuilding our hospitals. Kenny, Who fixed up the Bardalil? Kenny. Implemented bursaries for the disabled? Kenny. Cruise ship employment program? Kenny. Over 6,000 jobs through NICE? Kenny. Diversification in agriculture with cocoa and coffee? Kenny. Who's still protecting our bananas? Kenny. Computer labs all over this country. Miko, Fefo, Soufre, Marsha, Kenny. New administrative complex? Kenny. Scholarships? Kenny. Lighting playing fields? Kenny. Rebuilding schools? Kenny. Home health care for the elderly?
Rain or no rain, we will tell you what we came to tell you. La plipe tobe lo waipe ule, sanu vini duoswea ukaitan. Good night, my brothers and my sisters. I stand before you on behalf of the St. Lucia Labour Party tonight to bring you up to speed with what our plans are regarding an area that has been of tremendous concern to all of us. We have heard the cries of our vulnerable, particularly women and children. And so the St. Lucia Labour Party has ensured that in its manifesto, we have put in some pledges and plans to address that. So we will establish a sex offenders registry. And that means that anyone who attempts or who has been found guilty of any crime against the vulnerable of a sexual nature, anyone who violates our children, our women, our people, will have a record that is going to be there against them. So we will establish a sex offenders registry. The St. Lucia Labour Party cares about women and the vulnerable. And so we will strengthen laws to protect women from exploitation and from harassment in the workplace. Yes, my brothers and sisters, we know it happens. And our women, if you are here, c'est madame là, c'est femme là. Nous, quand ils mettent loi pour faire assurer le royal travail, personne pas qu'à embêter ou et puis pas faire confortable. Our women and children must be protected. The government of the St. Lucia Labour Party in its next term will make it easier for women to give evidence in court in cases of rape, incest, and sexual assault. No longer will our children and our women and our victims be afraid or be subjected to conditions where they are not comfortable giving evidence in court. We will make sure that they can do so. This St. Lucia Labour Party in its next term will increase the income tax exemption to pensioners. Those of us, I will not qualify just yet, but those of us who are getting to the end of the time where we want to continue giving full-time service to our people and the government, we will be guaranteed that our income tax exemptions will be, for pensioners, will be increased by $4,000. $4,000 increase in the exemptions for our people who pension in income tax payments. We care. Yes, we're a government who care. We care for the elderly. We care for those who cannot take care of themselves. We know of the home improvement program under NICE, but the St. Lucia Labour Party in its next term of office will expand the home improvement program to give more support to our senior citizens. C'est grand citoyen noir. Pape, nous kay continuer et nous kay faire home caregivers program là. Pligo, passe Isaïe. This St. Lucia Labour Party is concerned and dedicated to the vulnerable And among them are our several single women, those who have to raise children on their own. This St. Lucia Labour Party government, in its next term, will continue to provide dedicated support to single mothers. Single mothers, there will be help for you to take care of yourselves and your children. If some of the men do not want to do it, the government will ensure that you have support to do it. This St. Lucia Labour Party, finally, will establish a minimum wage so that everyone, I say everyone, gets a decent pay for their day's work. So the minimum wage will be established in the next term of office under this St. Lucia Labour Party government. And so, my brothers and sisters, you have reason, you have more reason in this coming term of office and in this election on June 6th to re-elect no other than the St. Lucia Labour Party. Good night to you, my friends.
Alan Chasney sorti, mais c'est jeune monde de Rissoa, il ka me dit, moi fâché, vie ko ou sorti, pour you WPT, quoi pas ka fini.
Let's hear it for Gibo.
That's why if we stand together, then we must stand all for one.
Okay, and now it gives me great pleasure. Call on someone who is presenting himself to the electorate for the first time. A very humble man, a man with a proud record of service to the people of St. Lucia, service to the young people of St. Lucia, Mr. from Ancillary Canaries, Mr. John Victrin.
Personne pas dit qu'il était aisé. Pays ça là, il était dans une mauvaise situation. Une situation qui a affecté chaque monde, chic toujours. Nous sommes dans un grand tout. L'argent flambeau te gaspillé. Il était pour sortir en côté, hein. Il sortit en poche nous. Mais pour mener pays à vie.
The development of the creative industries was the brainchild of the St. Lucia Labour Party, a party which is always willing to explore bold new initiatives, a party with a think tank. The St. Lucia Labour Party will continue its efforts during its next term in office to develop the creative industries and the cultural sector. The party is fully cognizant of the sector's ability to harness the talent of the youth and provide them with a revenue-generating stream. St. Lucian's appetite for the performing arts has deemed the cultural center inadequate. As a result, the St. Lucia Labour Party will construct a new modern national cultural center at Shop. This initiative will ensure the performing arts audience enjoy the performances and talents of young St. Lucians in a spacious facility. Another initiative of the St. Lucia Labour Party in the creative industries will be to provide more support to the School of Music, the School of Ballet, and other local performing arts training institutions. This will provide our young people with the opportunity to harness their potential in the performing arts. A third initiative of the St. Lucia Labour Party will be the establishment of a School of Creative Studies at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. This will ensure that residents access a higher level of qualification in the creative industries. The fourth initiative will be to provide financial and legislative support for the development of a vibrant local music industry. This initiative will facilitate the development of an industry which stands to generate millions of dollars for St. Lucia. The fifth initiative will be the removal of duties on the importation of material used by our musicians, producers, and artists. This initiative will guarantee that these individuals, the individuals who are engaged in the performing arts, access equipment at a much lower cost, a cheaper rate that will make it more affordable for them to access the equipment that they require to perform at the highest level. The St. Lucia Labour Party will also work with the National Trust to establish a national museum and an art gallery. This will provide St. Lucians with an opportunity to showcase their talents, showcase the artwork of our brilliant artists, to showcase the artifacts of St. Lucia, give our visitors an opportunity to get a feel of the culture of St. Lucia right there in a museum in the heart of the city center to ensure that our visitors are fully aware of our culture in St. Lucia. Our party, this party, which we love, is a party with a vision, a party which is committed to moving St. Lucia to the next level. So come June 6th, ensure that you support this party which has a clear vision, a party which is determined to ensure that we move this country to the next level. So go out June 6th and vote the St. Lucia Labour Party.
One for all, me te glow, a lady feti kwa fool.
For the creative industries? Do you like what you just heard for the creative industries? We have artists in St. Lucia who are as good as anybody anywhere. At the Jazz Festival this year, I heard Arthur Ale, I heard Ace Lochter, I heard TJ, I heard our artists sounding as good as, in fact better than Omi, Omarian, and everybody else. Our artists were better than those artists that I heard there. So I think it is only fair that this government provides the support that will allow our artists like Arthur Ale, like Monster, like Shannon Pinnell, who will come to sing for you now, to allow them to take their art form to another level so that we can develop a creative industries that will allow all our young people to show us and show the world just how creative they are. So, we will take a break now, ladies and gentlemen, and I would now like to invite a lady with the sweetest, sweetest voice you have ever heard, Miss Shannon Pinnell, who wowed us at Jazz. Shannon will come to do a piece for us. Let's hear it for Shannon Pinnell.
Thank you. Wow, I must say you guys look beautiful. Wow. Red everywhere. Thank you.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. beautiful mind. I'm on your magic home mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, say, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. I give you all of me. My muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges.
You can see it. The UWP has only one strategy: attack Kenny, insult Kenny, blame Kenny. They will do it again tomorrow, every day, relentlessly they attack. If somebody bursts their toe, it's Kenny, Kenny, Kenny. They have no plans. They offer no hope, no vision, just attack Kenny. But when they themselves need true leadership, who they depend on?
I depend on you.
Kenny.
No, I need your advice, not his.
Kenny. For those too young to know what is morning shift and afternoon shift, universal secondary education, Kenny Anthony, who took the West Coast Road out of the Dark Ages and built a modern highway in the Southwest. Kenny. Who increased the bursaries for the poor? Kenny. Who is the one building and rebuilding our hospitals? Kenny. Who fixed up the bodily ill? Kenny. Implemented bursaries for the disabled? Kenny. Cruise ship employment program? Kenny. Over 6,000 jobs through NICE? Kenny. Diversification in agriculture with cocoa and coffee? Kenny. Who's still protecting our bananas? Kenny. Computer labs all over this country. Miko, Fiefo, Soufre, Marsha, Kenny. New administrative complex? Kenny. Scholarships? Kenny. Lighting playing fields? Kenny. Rebuilding schools? Kenny. Home health care for the elderly? Kenny. Bursaries for school books? Kenny. Stabilizing the economy? Kenny. Rebuilding investor confidence? Kenny. New hotels? Kenny. And when the world, not just the Caribbean, but the world, needed a champion on climate change, who was the champion from St. Lucia? Kenny. From 16 to 65, Kenny Anthony has been a dedicated leader in this country. Kenny D. Anthony. Phenomenal.
Thank you, Shannon. Do you understand now why the St. Lucia Labour Party government is investing so much in the young people of St. Lucia? Do you understand now why we are doing the things that John Victorin said that we will be doing, taking out duties on equipment for musicians and producers so that people like Shannon Pinnell can thrive? Do you understand? Now, we move into the economic part of our presentation. Now, this is not the heavy part. This is not the part where you sit down and you look as if you're praying. This is a part where we tell you the plans that we have for the economy of this country. The economy of this country that is now growing again. An economy that is now growing at over 1% after many, many years of being in the doldrums, many years of nothing happening. An economy where unemployment is now at 20%. 20% is the lowest level of unemployment in the last 6 years. When we left government in 2006, unemployment was at 13.6%. We came up, we found it over 20%. It is going down now again, and our commitment to you is that at the end of our 5 years, we will bring it back down to that 13.6% or even lower than we left it in 2006. But don't take it from me. Take it from the people who will now come up. And I now want to call on Brother Lon Theophilus, who has taken tourism to a totally different level. Lon Theophilus will tell you of our plans for tourism and business.
Good night to all the people of St. Lucia. Tonight, I realized that the heavens opened up and the rains came down to shower its blessings upon you, the people of St. Lucia, and upon the government of St. Lucia that you will elect on the 6th day of June. We realize that despite the rains, you remain committed because you want to know what this government of St. Lucia will do for you and what this government will do for the development of the people of this country. We as the government of St. Lucia remain committed towards this development. And what we will do as the government of St. Lucia is that we will place an emphasis on tourism and business development as we realize that this is an engine for growth in this country. People of St. Lucia, we have no intention of resting on the successes of the past 4.5 years. 4.5 years of growth and development within the tourism sector. What we realize is that the demand for our destination exceeded the supply of available rooms in this country. So we as the government of St. Lucia are committed in our new term in office to expanding the number of hotel rooms in this island by the year 2020 by 50%, so as to ensure that we meet the demand for this destination. My brothers and sisters, what else will we do? We look forward to the year 2020. We realize that between the years 2006 and 2011, that there were no developments, no expanse of the existing hotel rooms by one room in this island. We know the developments that have taken place between 2011 and this date, but we have not rested on our laurels. We note that whilst we look forward to the year 2020, that there are hotels under construction presently in our island. We refer to the Royalton at Cap Estate, and we also note that there is a hotel dear to our hearts in the south of the island, and this government, in its new term in office, will facilitate the completion of the Sunset Bay Hotel in Sabwisha in Choiseul, $200 million that is going to endure to the benefit of the people of the south and the people of this country. People of St. Lucia, people of St. Lucia. To the people of St. Lucia, I say, what will we do when they will increase the existing rooms in St. Lucia? What will happen is that we project an increase in annual stay-over arrivals, growing from the record numbers that we have had year after year after year. We anticipate an increase in annual stay-over arrivals by 100,000 by the year 2020. Bigger life, bigger business for the people of this country. To the people of St. Lucia, we say, you must commend the St. Lucia Labour Party for the slew of bread and breakfast, the slew of properties that were developed around the Cricket World Cup in 2006. Whilst we were criticized for those developments, these properties provide vital support. These properties, what they do is that they, in a material way, add diversity to the product offerings in St. Lucia, add diversity to the experiences that visitors have in our country. So we as a government in our new term intend to provide support to the bed and breakfast properties to help them to meet industry standards and ensure that the high standards that are associated with our destination continues to be represented through those properties. Hip hip hooray for the St. Lucia Labour Party. My brothers and sisters, over the past 4.5 years, we have grown our airlift in St. Lucia by leaps and by bounds. And we project further increases of airlift to our destination. We intend to increase airlift from the United States, the United Kingdom. We intend to increase airlift from Canada with new flights from Fort Lauderdale, Dallas, Chicago, Montreal, and Manchester. We realize, my brothers and sisters, that whilst we intend to increase arrivals from our major source markets, that we have to expand even further. We have been eyeing for years. We've been eyeing for years, and we've been given instructions from our Prime Minister. And as of the 7th day of June, we will be ready to pursue once again the desire of this government to attract new flights and visitors from countries in Latin America. We believe we have to expand our product offerings in St. Lucia. And in Latin America, we see hope, we see growth, we see further development for St. Lucia and for the St. Lucian people. The passport will be read, my brother. We know, my brothers and sisters, and we know, and we tell the people of this country that tourists who come to this island don't just come to us by air. They come to us by sea. And the vision of the St. Lucia Labour Party is to ensure that we as a destination become the premier, the marquee yachting hub of the Caribbean. And in order to do that, we will ensure and we will improve safety at all ports used in this destination for yachts and pleasure craft. We will grow yachting, we will grow the pleasure craft sector, and we will ensure that St. Lucia will become the vital hub for yachting in the Eastern Caribbean. Once again, the vision and the foresight of the St. Lucia Labour Party that you will elect on the 6th day of June. People of St. Lucia, once again, only the Labour Party is prepared to take bold steps so as to ensure that we stimulate new business, new growth in St. Lucia. We did it in tourism. We did it in agriculture. We did it in the creative industries. And in our next term in office, we will do it once again. We will champion and pioneer support for new businesses in their first 2 years of operation so as to ensure that we give that stimulus, that boost that is needed to new businesses in this country. Only with labor. Only when you elect us into government once again on the 6th day of June. To the people of St. Lucia, I say once again, we don't only have 2 Nobel laureates. We look in our midst and we realize that the people of St. Lucia are brilliant people. We realize that you are a creative people. We want to recognize those talents. We want to create and establish an innovation fund which will support the development of promising new ideas so that you, the creative minds of St. Lucia, will have an investment of your government in you. When you invest your trust in your government on the 6th day of June, this and more we will give to you as we give back to you. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. And on the 6th day of June, all of St. Lucia, thousands of St. Lucia, come out, vote for the St. Lucia Labour Party, vote for prosperity, and vote for continued good governance. I thank you.
The National Initiative to Create Employment was established because this government knew the urgent need for job creation. NICE has created over 4,800 jobs, and with the help of the Prime Minister through ALBA, we're expanding. They can call us whatever they want. But whether it's single mothers through Smiles, home health care for the elderly, farm assistance, or job training for the youth, the work of NICE will continue. So let them insult us. We do not work for one man. We serve all the people of St. Lucia.
I now want to, before I call the next person on, you look behind you and you will see two beautiful posters with lights on it. I want you to go there with your cell phone, take out a picture. We have free Wi-Fi here. VoteSLP.com. If you look on your phone, you will see that we have free Wi-Fi. Go there and take a picture with your manifesto cover. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Twitter. Put it on Instagram. Take a picture of the crowd so people can see the number of people who came here tonight in the pouring rain and stayed to listen to the policies, plans, and programs of the St. Lucia Labour Party. So do that for me. Not those of you in the front. Those of you in the front, stay right where you are. Don't go anywhere. Those of you in the back, take out a picture. And now we want to call on Brother Mosa, Brother Moses Jabatis, to tell us of the plans for agriculture and fisheries.
Greetings, people of St. Lucia. Bonsoir tout le monde. I thank God and all who worked together during the last 4 years in agriculture, cooperatives, and fisheries. There has been a revitalization of agriculture and fisheries in St. Lucia. Merci, mon Dieu. À 4 années et demie, nous avons chai pogwe en agricole avec la pêche. A new Labour government will improve the extension services to give better technical support to our farmers. Nous avons un extension service qui différent et qui neuf by ces farmers. A new Labour government will continue to modernize the livestock industry with more support for poultry and small ruminant subsectors. Nous, les nouveaux gouvernements, farmers qui can nourrir poules, moutons, cabrit avec lapin qui joignent un chai pli support. We will provide specialized support for our women farmers. Madame qui est farmer, madame qui a planté dans we, qui joignent conditions qui spéciales. My sisters and brothers, people of St. Lucia, we have started to repair our agricultural feeder roads, and we will continue to work on farm access roads. Nous allons continuer à travailler les chemins farmers, les nous vivons tout en gouvernement. Nous allons développer une industrie neuf avec Géjam, Chichima, Gros Pompon, toute qualité, oui, mais doisier qui grand maman nous te servi. À présent, ces bagailles ça là, ou ka jouer na chay l'argent pour yo, et nous allons développer une industrie neuf avec bagailles qu'on l'a loué. We will develop a new exotic essential oils and nutraceutical industry when we return to government. People of St. Lucia, we will work to restructure Windfresh so that it can provide overseas markets for our local products. Nous allons travailler pour changer manière Windfresh kaopowe, comme ça nous savons l'autre dawe, l'autre produit, à part des figues, l'Angleterre et à l'autre place, à Caraïbes là. We will improve our fish processing facilities to develop fish and seafood products for export. We will also provide additional support for cooperatives and friendly societies. Messieurs et dames, j'accepte ici la pani pièce l'autre gouvernement, pièce l'autre parti qui s'amène agricole, la pêche et coopérative devant supporter St. Lucia Labour Party. On June the 6th, it's everyone for the St. Lucia Labour Party. Thank you. Merci.
Everybody show me something. Show me something. All hands in the air. Show me.
To all Labour Party supporters here and all over the world, tell them we are ready.
that, and because you'll be skipping some very important items, there are two things I want to tell you that this Labour Party government will be doing in its next term of office, and I do not want you to miss it. We have a serious water problem in this country, a serious water shortage problem in this country. In our next term of office, the St. Lucia Labour Party will remove all the VAT on water tanks. We will remove the VAT on all water storage tanks, and we will put these water storage tanks under price control so that everybody can afford a water tank. How many water tanks? So that we will no longer have a problem of storage of water in this country. The other thing that we will do, and I'm saying that because, as you know, both water and electricity fall under me, all renewable energy items, we want to encourage people, everybody, to put renewable energy efficiency items in their home. So we will be removing the VAT on all renewable energy and energy efficiency products in St. Lucia so that you could bring down your electricity bill and you can pay less money for electricity. However, this is not my night. I'm not a candidate. I just wanted to tell you that because I didn't want it to be lost. So, I want to now call on a gentleman I heard perform in Soufrière for jazz. And he sounded better than Wyclef Jean, Wyclef Jean, Wyclef, whatever you want to call him. I want to call on Arthur to do a performance for us. Arthur.
All my proud St. Lucian, show me your two hands in the air right now. If you're proud to be St. Lucian, put your hands in the air, everybody. I want to see all my proud Lucians. Somebody say, yeah, yeah. DJ, drop it right now. I want to see all my people here who know they believe St. Lucia can get to higher heights. Just wave side to side. Side to side, let's wave. Everybody, let me see your hands up. Ooh, oh, oh. Now tell me, what are you? Everybody, sing. Tell them, I am a St. Lucian. If you're a proud St. Lucian, scream! Let's go! But that place so sweet, melodies in the heat, and everybody's on the phone. We jumping for one goal to where the soca play. I'm a country on a display. Show me your flags in the air, side to way, side to side. Let's go! To see the people playing and everybody celebrating. The music sounds so sweet. It's only we who feel it. I jumping in a band. Everybody, show me your two hands straight in the air like this. Show me the flags. I can jump. 1, 2, 3, jump up. Thank God that I am a St. Lucian and I come from the land of sun. Everybody, thank God for me. I want to see your hands together. Let's go. 1, 2. Let me see your hands up for I know that. Hands up with your bottom. Hands up, cause all of me are hands up if you are St. Lucian. Start the party up in there. Lucian people everywhere. Raise your flag up in the air. Clap your hands. I don't know, but I cannot explain. Hey, we love we culture and heritage. Say, it's a feeling we cannot contain. Now hold somebody by the shoulder right now. Take a bounce, let's go. To see the people playing and everybody celebrating. The music sounds so sweet. It's only we who feel it. I'm proud of where I'm from. Need you to understand. If you're proud St. Lucian, take a jump with me. Let's go. Thank God that I am a St. Lucian and I come from the land of sun. Everybody, come on. Thank God for the Helen of the West. Simply beautiful. Come on. 1, 2. Let me see your hands up for I know that. Hands up if you're proud of where you're from. Hands up, cause all of we are one. If you are a St. Lucian, start the party up in there. Lucian people everywhere. Now wave your hands side to side. Show me the love and unity. Wave, I am a St. Lucian. Wave the hands. I am a St. Lucian, yeah. Well, if you are St. Lucian, then show me your day. Put something. Jump up, let's go. Go see it. Castries, put your flag up. Let's love it. Kenanomics, for you, put your flag up. La Bowie, put your flag up. Vieux, let's go. Be cool. Swazi, tout le monde, jump up. To see the people playing and everybody celebrating. The music sounds so sweet. It's only we who feel it. I'm proud of where I'm from. I want want to see everybody 2 hands up. So put your 2 hands up. 1, 2, 3, jump up. Thank God that I am a solution, and I come from the land of sun. Everybody thank God for the heaven of the west. One more time, show me the hands. 1, 2, let me see your hands up. I know that. Hands up if you find out where you're from. Hands up, cause all of we are one. Hands up if you are a solution. Shall we party up in there? Caribbean people everywhere. If you're proud to be solution, scream. I am a solution. Somebody scream. Thank you.
Thank you, Arthur. There's something that you will notice about the campaign of the St. Lucia Labour Party, the election campaign. Everybody who has performed on our platform for the entire period is from where? Say it again, from where? Because we have enough talent in St. Lucia that we do not need to bring anybody from outside St. Lucia to perform for an election campaign in this country. If we believe in St. Lucia, if we believe in the people of St. Lucia, the young people of St. Lucia, there should be no need to bring in anybody from outside St. Lucia to perform. It is an insult to our young people, to artists like Arthur, like Shannon, and we bring people from outside St. Lucia to perform in an election campaign. And I want to thank Arthur, thank Shannon, thank everybody who has performed for the St. Lucia Labour Party for continuing to fly the flag of our creative industries. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need a little bit of serious attention from you because I'm going to tell you something that I've never said to anybody. First of all, I forgot somebody when I was asking you who you're going to vote for. Now, this man is one of my closest friends. My closest friends so much that the first place we went to put an information technology access center was in his constituency. The first place we went and put island Wi-Fi for the people was in his constituency. I want you to tell me who you're voting for in Soufrière. Who are you voting for in Soufrière? Harold Dalso. Mose. Thank you. Now, serious time. I have had the best time working with the St. Lucia Labour Party government over the last 4.5 years. Many people tell me when you speak, you sound so passionate. You sound like you like your job. And I tell them, I do. I'm very passionate about what I do. I love my job. I love everything about my job. Even in the dry season when we don't have water, and I worry because Dalso is telling me Buto doesn't have water, and Emma is telling me VSEQ doesn't have water, even then I love my job. You know why? Because we are doing things to improve the lives of the people of this country. But it's not an easy job. It's a difficult job. And I am very humbled when I hear other people say in other places that they would have me work for them. But let me tell you why I love my job. I love my job because I have a prime minister who has the utmost confidence in the work that I do. I have a prime minister who allows me to go out, if it is that I have to go and represent St. Lucia, represent the Caribbean, represent the small island states in Paris for 2 weeks. He will not tell me, Jimmy, that's too much time. He understands why we have to do that for not just the people of St. Lucia, but the people of small island states. But also, importantly, I work with a cabinet that has never, ever said to me, from the first day I walked in this cabinet until now, that you were selected, you're not elected, so pasapali. They've never said that to me. They have treated me like an equal. They have treated me like one of them. They have never said to me that your voice is less important than our voice. The people in this cabinet are my brothers and my sisters. When I come to work, I love working with them. So that is why I have the passion, that is why I have the commitment, because I work with the best team I have ever worked with in my life. The best team. So, the gentleman that I want to bring on for you is somebody that I've known for the last 20 years. Is somebody who I can go to sleep at night and never ever worry that somebody will tell me that your prime minister is condoning corruption, that your prime minister is dishonest, that your prime minister is allowing his ministers to do things that bring his government into disrepute. I never have to worry about waking up and hear that there is a scandal involving any one of the men and women who are standing behind me here today. And that is important for me. It is very, very important. It is the only way I can do my job. If I had to worry about what the men and women who I work in the cabinet would do, I could not do my job. The passion that I bring, I could not bring it. So, when you hear me talking with passion, when you hear me sounding like I love my job, it isn't just because I love my job, but I love the people who I work with, and I have the utmost respect for the gentleman who has led us for the last 4.5 years and who will continue to lead us for the next 5 years. That is the Honorable Kenny Davis Anthony, and it gives me the greatest pleasure and with the greatest of humility, I want to thank him for bringing me into his cabinet, and I look forward to another 5 years of the St. Lucia Labour Party government. Honorable Kenny Davis Anthony.
You can see it. The UWP has only one strategy: attack Kenny, insult Kenny, blame Kenny. They will do it again tomorrow, every day, relentlessly they attack. If somebody bursts their toe, it's Kenny. They have
You know, you amaze me. You amaze me. I admire you. You are here in your thousands tonight. In all this rain, you have never moved. The St. Lucia Labour Party could not have asked for more. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your confidence. Thank you. Thank you. Jim is right. I have had the honor to work with one of the best teams of ministers. They have been extraordinary. They have been committed, passionate in the cause of the people of this country. And over the last 3 years, they worked with me to take all the difficult and complex decisions. Our single greatest achievement is that we saved this country from the clutches of the IMF. Antigua went. Dominica went. St. Kitts went. Jamaica went. Grenada went. But we stood firm. We did not go. Collectively, together with you, we saved our country from the IMF. And after the years of adjustment and sacrifice, our economy now is stronger. We are admired. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago told the people of Trinidad and Tobago, take inspiration, take example, take courage from the people of St. Lucia. Why? Because we collectively and together saved our economy, restored it to growth. Now they want to destroy it. Now they want to undermine it. And now we need to protect the gains that we have made. But the time has come, now that this economy is stronger, to make you, the people of St. Lucia,
stronger. And one of the ways that we plan to do that, we are going to remove 3,000 of you from ever having to pay income tax in this country. How are we going to do it? We are going to raise the income tax threshold from $18,000 to $30,000. It means that every individual in this country who earns a salary a maximum of $2,500 will no longer pay income tax. What we want to do is to put more money in your pocket. What it means is that some 3,000 St. Lucians will no longer have to pay income tax. It means that you, the hotel workers, the civil servants, the working class, the poorer persons, you now will get a break that you have never had before. But you are not the only ones who are going to benefit from this, because the higher income earners will now be able to have a tax deduction of $30,000 from whatever amount that they may be eligible to pay tax. Why? We want to give you spending power. We know that when you get this money, you're going to spend it right here in St. Lucia to give this economy even more strength. But an economy cannot grow without investment. Investment is the key. And one way we can encourage this investment is to give the private sector even more strength. And one of our plans, which we had hoped to do in our last term, but we couldn't do because of the weakness of the economy, but we can now do because this economy is stronger. We are going to reduce the corporate tax rate from 30% to 28% in the first instance, and from 28% to 25%. And you want to find out what a timeline is? What is the promise we give you? We're going to implement these tax measures within 6 months of you electing us into office. Some years ago, we made it possible for the poor people of this country, the very poor, not to pay property tax. For you to pay property tax in this country, you must own a house of land over $200,000. And to make sure that we are fair, we allow those other persons who have to pay land and house tax to deduct $200,000 from whatever amount that their chargeable property tax would be. We plan to increase that amount to $300,000. So St. Lucians who have homes up to $300,000 will not be required to pay property tax in this country anymore. You will be exempted from that. But we keep on telling you, for this country to grow, to develop, it needs investment. And this is the investment government. Whenever the Labour Party is in office, investment comes back to St. Lucia. Remember, prior to 2006, Cricket World Cup, we had a shortage of workers. Some wanted to import workers because they could not find, because there was so much construction. We are trusted as the government to bring back investment. Why do I say that? What is the proof? What is the proof? When you have time, when you catch Alan Shastney on the radio station, when you catch him, if he'll allow you to on television, ask him, when he was Minister of Tourism, if one new hotel room was constructed in this country. Ask him whether St. Lucia received any investment while he was Minister of Tourism. Ask him. Catch him for me. Catch him when he's on television. Catch him when he's on radio and ask him. But look, we're in office for 4.5 years. We have brought in a new development at Cap Estate, a new hotel called the Royalton. 700 St. Lucians are working there, being constructed at over $150 million US. And then low in Rodney Bay, there's another hotel, the Harbor Club, being constructed again, costing over $75 million. Labor again. Over the last 4 years, so many hotels in this country have refurbished their properties. And now, finally, we are taking development to the south. And you know, that has always been the dream of the Labour Party. The first hotel in years to be constructed in the south will be constructed, as you heard, from the parliamentary representative, Lord Theophilus, at Sabusha, $200 million US. But I have news for you. I have news for you. It is not just at Sabusha. Recently, the government of St. Lucia signed an agreement with another set of developers called Range Developers. And I'm pleased to tell you tonight that the Sabusha, not the Sabusha, the Black Bay lands that the former Flabo government lost, which we had to buy back. Well, I'm pleased to tell you tonight, a hotel will be constructed once again on the Black Bay lands between Labrie and Beaufort. What is our plan? I said to you, investment is the key for jobs. If we don't have investment, we can't get jobs. When you reduce VAT, if you reduce it or remove it, that don't create jobs. Because to buy things in the supermarket, you need an income. And this Labour government plans to attract to this country at least $3.5 billion in new foreign direct investment. And we will use the CIP program to ensure that this investment takes place. But what has been the hallmark of this government? We are the only government with a jobs plan. All the polls that you hear about have one message to the political parties. One message. The message is this: unemployment is the primary concern of St. Lucians. That is what they're concerned about. The young people, they want more jobs. Yes, we reduced unemployment from the high of 24.5% to 20% in the last quarter, the final quarter of 2015. This time, we plan to reduce it even further, take it down to 15% and below. And don't tell me we can't do it, because I just told you our plans for investment. And how are we going to create these new jobs? The largest construction program ever undertaken by a government will be done by the St. Lucia Labour Party government. And I leave it to my friend and colleague, the Deputy Prime Minister, to tell you about these construction jobs. You're going to see some 2,000 new rooms in the tourism sector, new jobs in energy, in agriculture and fisheries, manufacturing, the cruise ship industry. And listen, what did the government do? The government knew that our young people were craving for jobs. We are the government that developed the program with the cruise ships. Today, there are over 700 young St. Lucians working on cruise ships thanks to the St. Lucia Labour Party. And there is that new sector with huge promise, information technology. So, I'm not even talking about nice tonight, because they tell you that we said jobs, jobs, jobs. Where's $100 million we spent on creating jobs? Well, I can tell you, at the end of this financial year, we would have spent $100,939,000 in creating jobs for the people of St. Lucia. But we are not just about the economy. We are concerned about crime and security, justice and security, and we want to better equip our police force. One of the first things we want to do in this term is to construct a new, modern, fully equipped national police headquarters at La Toc. What you know of the police headquarters next to the Castries bridge will be no more. We will construct at La Toc on that hill a brand new headquarters for the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. But there's somewhere else too that requires a divisional headquarters. I am referring to Grosley, and we commit ourselves to building a new Northern Police divisional headquarters at Masad. But we have to improve the security of our citizens, and the government of St. Lucia to provide even more safety and security to the people in the city will construct a new central police station on the Chaussee Road as part of the redevelopment of the Wilton Yard area, because we have promised the people of Wilton Yard that we're going to help them find new homes, make sure that they too can obtain new lands on which to construct new homes and to lead their lives in peace. Then we're going to create mobile units to respond even faster to crime, specially equipped vehicles. The government has used the plans, the government of the Labour Party plans to invest in 2 mobile police units to provide a rapid response. Remember, we had it years ago. The UWP scrapped it, but we're coming back to it. But this time with specially designed vehicles, specially designed mobile units to do so. I agree, we were not the first to introduce CCTV cameras into the city, but what we'll do is to expand it. Every hotspot and every major junction on the island will be equipped with CCTV cameras so that we can help in the identification of criminal activity. We are the government of technology. We are the government of IT. We are the ones who introduced laptops to our children in our schools. Remember, from Form 3, we are the ones who have introduced free Wi-Fi to our people wherever they might be. And we are on the way to make sure that our country is a Wi-Fi free zone. So we are the government of technology. Now, we must use technology to fight crime. And that has always been the passion of the Labour Party. That's why it built a forensic lab. This time, we plan to establish a special drone unit to assist in crime prevention and detection. The police will be equipped with drones that will fly overhead in particular areas to help us to monitor the ground and indeed to assist us in identifying criminal activity. And I don't have to tell you, our Marine police are doing an extraordinary job. We intend to strengthen them with new equipment and new personnel. The forensic lab which the Labour Party built. Now, if you hear the United Workers' Party, you would believe that they were the ones with the foresight to build a forensic lab. That's not so. it was the Labour Party. True, there were some problems in recent times, but we commit ourselves to upgrade the forensics laboratory to international accreditation status, because if we don't do that, the quality of evidence that is obtained from the lab will not be able to withstand scrutiny, not just in our courts, but in the overseas courts. I listen to you. I hear you all the time. I hear you complain about our justice system. I hear you complain time and time again about the fact that we have so many remand prisoners at Borderley, that they're staying too long. We need now to tackle more directly the problems in the justice system. The first thing we're going to do is to work with the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court to clear up the backlog of persons on remand. We have appointed 2 new additional judges, and we will continue to finance them to see if we can reduce that backlog. But then, that is not the only thing that we want to do where the judicial sector is concerned. The time has come to give this country a new judicial complex, or if you prefer, a new halls of justice to end the problems that we have experienced in the city. That new hall of justice will be constructed on the Millennium Highway, and it will be the headquarters of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. Now, if you think a little bit, think. Because I said to you that underpinning our economic policy for jobs is construction. And when you have a judicial complex under construction, a new police headquarters under construction, a new theater complex at Chuck under construction, and I'm not talking now about the hotels that I mentioned. All of these things mean jobs. And that is why I can say to you that we are the only government, only party with a jobs plan. But, you know, I know you care, but I'm fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about the water. Don't worry about it just yet. I know, I understand. But let me say this. You know, we are a government that sets an example. We have managed a government without a stink of corruption. We have come through these 5 years. Not one of the men and women behind me can ever be accused of corruption. None of them. And we set the model of governance. There are people who tell you, why practice good governance? Because it don't give you votes. That may be so, but there's one thing I can tell you. Good governance gives you respect. Good governance gives you admiration. Good governance gives you honor. That is why today St. Lucia remains the envy of many others in the Caribbean, because we manage a model government and a model country. St. Lucians are proud to announce that they are 100% St. Lucians, because we have earned respect for our people here and abroad. And so we must continue with the principles of governance. And we will proceed with the implementation of the recommendations of the Constitution Reform Commission. We will appoint a special joint select committee of parliament to do so. We don't agree with all the recommendations, but we agree with a substantial number of these recommendations. And then there's something we have been preparing you for years. We want you at the local level, in your constituencies, to manage your affairs. We don't want to always appoint people to manage your councils. We feel we should extend our democratic practices to our constituencies and allow the people of our constituencies to select their representatives. So we will begin the transition to a system of elected representatives on constituency councils. And you know, you cannot ever erase history. History can never be erased because it is a fact of life. It has happened. It has existed. And when the history of this country is written, there is no government since independence that has built as much community infrastructure throughout the length and breadth of St. Lucia like the St. Lucia Labour Party. You name it. We hold a record in schools. We liberated St. Lucians. We hold a record in playing fields. We hold a record in building community facilities. And I'm not talking just about Beauséjour or, for that matter, about a stadium in Vieux-Fort. I'm talking about the lights in our communities. And, of course, most important, today, the many pavilions that we have. I challenge anybody when it comes to community infrastructure. We are the government that have created the largest and most sophisticated network of community roads ever in this country. So, we will continue that program. And let me say, we shall complete our program to provide free island-wide Wi-Fi around our island. And then, you know, we are improving efficiency all the time. We are changing our lights, changing the electricity bulbs that we have for greater efficiency. Also, too, we have saved at least $2 million every year with a new public service digital telephone system. We are the government of transformation. We are the government that changed the quality of life of our people. That is why on June 6th, that you need to vote the party with a mission, the St. Lucia Labour Party. That is why on June 6th, you have to remain steadfast with the St. Lucia Labour Party. That is why on June 6th, your children, your brothers, your sisters, you persuade them to stay with the Labour Party because it is the party of the future, the party that can guarantee the success of this country, the development of this country, and most important, the party that can make you a proud St. Lucian, 100% St. Lucian. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Thank you.
Kenanomics? What is Kenanomics?
Kenanomics? Kenanomics means new investments in hotels, St. James Club, Capella, Freedom Bay, and now Smugglers. It means strategic investments in agriculture, education, and sustainable energy. Kenanomics means a record performance in tourism, increased visitor arrivals, stay-over passengers, in yachting, ferry passengers, and cruise ship visitors. Kenanomics means cruise ship employment program. It means thousands employed through NICE. It means NICE programs expanding with 27 million in foreign aid. Kenanomics means regaining the trust and confidence of the international community, with over 13 million towards the water project in Dennery, 12 million for the new aquatic center, another 13 million for St. Jude's. It means securing the largest World Bank loan for St. Lucia ever. Kenanomics means 150 million for the shock to Grosile Highway and another 38 million for the roads in the south. Kenanomics means working to reduce the deficit to 5.8% of GDP and bringing it even lower to 3.4%. Kenanomics, the courage to make the difficult decisions that have put St. Lucia back on the path to prosperity.
Ask you, who are you voting for in Dennery North? Who are you voting for in Dennery North? And I am very happy to say that before our term ended, we were able to secure money from the Mexican government because of the hard work of Honorable Alva Baptiste, our Minister of External Affairs, and from the Caribbean Development Bank, so that the people of Dennery North, for the first time ever, will have a proper water supply, and they will not have to bathe in brown water. They will not have to drink brown water. They can look forward to turning on their taps and getting proper, high-quality water for the next 17 years until 2033. So, Sean, I'm very happy to say I did what I told you I would have done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the proceedings. I know that you're very disappointed because you wanted more. You wanted to hear from Honorable Philip J. Pierre for him to tell you what we're doing in infrastructure. You wanted to hear from Sean Edward, and Sean was going to tell you what we would be doing in water and energy. You wanted to hear from Stanley Felix, who would tell you what we're doing in physical development, but even more importantly, the plans that we have to rejuvenate and make Castries again the most beautiful city in the Eastern Caribbean. And you wanted to hear from the General from the People's Republic of Labrie. Who would have told you what we're doing in climate change, what we're doing in the environment, and importantly, what are we doing to get more support from the countries which we have a diplomatic relationship. But unfortunately, tonight is not the night for that. The manifesto is already available online. So if you go to our app and you go online, you will get the manifesto. We will not distribute the manifesto here tonight because with the number of people here, it will be a halikasse, and I do not want to do that. Tomorrow, 10,000 manifestos will be hitting the constituencies all across St. Lucia. So, after lunchtime today, go to your constituency office and you will get a copy of your manifesto. If you want to read it now, go on to our website and you can read the manifesto now. Before I hand over to Minister Rambali to end the proceedings, I just want to inform you of one more event that we have tomorrow morning early. We are having an engagement with the business community, with the Chamber of Commerce, the Manufacturers Association, St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association, Slisba, where we will be presenting to them our manifesto in a very focused manner. So, those people, and I know there are very many watching us, and I want to thank Helen Television System and Choice for carrying these proceedings online, and I believe also Radio St. Lucia. Those of you who have been listening and you would like to hear in a little bit more focused detail the plans that we have for the economy, the plans that we have for creating more jobs, the plans that we have to ensure we have sustained economic growth and also sustainable development in all of its elements, environment, social, and economic, because this is a government that does not focus on one area. We focus on your social development. That's why we've done work with our schools and our hospitals and social protection and home health. We focus on the economy and we focus on the environment. We will be doing that tomorrow. So please go to your constituency offices and you will get copies of your manifesto. I want to thank you. This was my first ever engagement with you. You treated me very well. So merci beaucoup. Merci, and I will now want to ask you to have a good evening. But before you leave, I will ask Sister Minister Rambali to come on, tell you what are the next events until elections, and give a vote of thanks. We will be giving for our media people here. We know that you want to start looking at the manifesto. So the media colleagues over here can come backstage and we will give you your copy of the manifesto. But everybody else, constituency offices tomorrow. Mamai Setlisi, Mamai Labor, Boswe, Ekmesi.
My brothers, my sisters, put your hands together for Dr. Jimmy James Fletcher. Put your hands together for the team of St. Lucia, the St. Lucia Labour Party. Put your hands up, put your rags up. Tonight, we are saying to you, we want your support, we want your vote. Oswe amwekamade setlisi pusipote parti etwala. I ask you to support and vote for the St. Lucia Labour Party because together we must make St. Lucia better. All of us together. I thank the Prime Minister. I thank the Member of Parliament for view vote as I invite them to stand and join me in thanking all of you. Oswe amwedi. Moi ka oui monsieur tout moun en cette ici. Moi vle oui monsieur tout moun qui ka écouter nous par radio, par television, online. I want to thank all of you who are here. I salute you tonight. You stood in the rain. You stood right through the evening because together we must make our country better. It is time. It is time to take St. Lucia to the next level. It is time, and the only way forward is with Dr. Kenny Anthony and the St. Lucia Labour Party. So put your hands up, put your flags up. Tonight I want to thank you. I want to thank all of you. I thank the media. I thank all of the media house for being here. I thank you for sharing our message. Mama Labour! Mama Setlisi! Who you voting? Who you voting? Tomorrow night, we going to my hometown in Bexa. Tomorrow night, I want to tell you because we voting Joaquin. We voting for Joaquin, and tomorrow night we in Bexa. Everybody come out, and tomorrow night we in Ansbury because we voting for John Victorin. John Victorin, Joachim, take a bow. Tomorrow night, we sealing the deal with the voters of Castries Southeast and Ansbury Canaries. It is time for the Labour Party to wake up. I want you to wake up. The next few days, you must take over this country. It is your country. This is your government. This is your party. Every woman, every young person, it is time to ensure that we keep our country in safe hands. This government, your Prime Minister, he has stabilized St. Lucia. Setlisi apweza abolame and kite Setlisi abolame. If you agree with me, put up your hands. Put up your hands. Play me some music, Mr. DJ.
Travel all over the world.
We bring it on. You know that voice? You know that voice? Monster. We bring it on.
One time. Everybody in the back there. Tell them. I must come. Everyone is waving goodbye cause I'm flying away. Sing for me. Tell them. Told the pilot to turn the plane around. Cause one time tell them. Cause the next week that's what we like. Freaky on a Friday night. Later in the evening, she tell me today is Saturday, let's go then we tonight and eat something fish. Then we go down to Fuya. All the way up there. Can right to your love. When we gliding down. Everybody show me that in there. Show me everything. Tell them, hey! St. Lucia we love. St. Lucia we love. St. Lucia we love. Tell them. St. Lucia we love. All together. Mama. St. Lucia we love. Papa. St. Lucia we love. Tell them. My country is next, it's a paradise. To drink German spice and go down. The way she go, wine and come up. Say she want the gloco, so why give her gloco? When she bend her back and she push it back and she... Everybody, show me the flag again. Hey! St. Lucia we love. St. Lucia we love. St. Lucia we love. Tell them. Let me hear you. St. Lucia we love. St. Lucia we love. St. Lucia we love. Tell them. St. Lucia we born and grow. Be traveling to and fro. Met this girl from there, so that's why we sing this song, Blow Coco. I raised up in Fu and so have to youth man, Naim and Diego. Big up people from Cicero, all my people from Marigo sing. Southeast, Southeast, Southwest. I want to see our flag in there so. Everything up in there so. On the countdown, she taking away. 1, get ready. 2, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Saint Lucia we love. Saint Lucia we love. Saint Lucia we love. Tell them. Saint Lucia we love. Saint Lucia we love. Saint Lucia we love. Tell them. One thing about me, see me. I know why you voted. If you know why you voted, show me a signal in the area. Yeah. June 6th we bad. And again. There we go. We waving left, we waving right, we waving left, we waving right. Everybody back up to the back and to the church, we waving up. And keep that going up. And keep your rock them up in the air, in the air, in the air, in the air. Saint Lucia, sing for me. Louder. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Everybody, we love you. Blue and yellow. Black and blue and yellow. Tell them say blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Aye, aye, aye. We love you, St. Lucia straight.
Hello. My brothers, my sisters. My brothers. My brothers, my sisters, tonight, again, as we take the tone down, I want to thank everybody in this St. Lucia Labour Party. It is you who make our country strong because you have built a party that we can be proud of, a team that we can be proud of. We have a country that is great and is moving in the right direction. And tonight I want to tell you that we love you. We thank you, supporters of the Labour Party from north to the south, from the east to the west. But I want to tell you to wake up because the next few days you must take over this country. You must take over this country because you must keep St. Lucia in safe hands. I want to tell you that Castries Central has a meeting tomorrow night as well. Tomorrow night, Castries Central, Castries Southeast in Bexar, and Anstare in the village. There's a meeting tomorrow night. I thank all of you. But I ask you tonight, as you leave here, keep a purposeful thought in your mind that Monday, June the 6th, is voting day. Show me your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Where is your voting finger? I want to ensure that all of you go to the polls on Monday and let us keep St. Lucia in safe hands. This is the party that has stabilized this country. It is the party that has made this country progress and the only party with a vision for St. Lucia. As you go home, keep safe, drive safe. And, Vadwedi, c'est jour pour mettre rouge. Tout le monde, Vadwedi, Friday is Red Friday. Red Friday. Tomorrow night, I also want to tell you in La Clery. We in La Clery tomorrow night, just as a reminder. Vendredi, tout aujourd'hui, ni pour sortir dehors. Tout aujourd'hui, ni pour sortir dehors. Friday, nous tous en rouge. Vendredi, Friday is Red Day. And that's the day, my brothers and sisters, I want us to walk around the constituencies, take over this country, because we must assure the people of St. Lucia that you, the supporters of this party, and you, the people of St. Lucia, will go to the polls on Monday and keep St. Lucia safe. Bonsoir. Merci. Thank you very much. Drive safe. Vieux Fort to Gros Îlet. Soufier to Dennery. We voting. We voting. My brothers and sisters, the St. Lucia Labour Party loves you. We love you. Go home in peace and safety. Thank you very much. Saturday is in Miku. Saturday is the big day with Brother Gibo in Miku. Saturday, Deriso, all of us, everybody, we're going down to Deriso on Saturday. Tout moun kale Deriso samedi. My brothers and sisters, thank you. Thank you for coming. Good night. Get home safe.
Tous les jours yo cabanier, à chaque bêtise yo cabalé, à chaque pani flambeau encore, 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 pani flambeau encore. Yo prisonnier ce John Macla, l'esprit comme tant qui derrière yo, so yo ça fait tout ça yo vle, yo passager mais dévié, pani flambeau encore, pani flambeau encore, pani flambeau encore. Pani flambeau encore, pani flambeau encore, pani flambeau encore, pani flambeau encore, pani flambeau encore. Yo ti making me te chasne, c'est moun sala yo trop mauvais. Si mam yo même yo ka fait ça, qui ça yo ka fait Jean Leba. Pani flambeau encore, 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 pani. Pani flambeau encore, 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 pani flambeau encore. So tout pas même fini te ouais. Parti content yo ja croisé. Tous les jours yo cabanier. À chaque bêtise yo cabalé. Pani flambeau encore, pani flambeau encore, pani flambeau encore.